What if the love story that fans thought could survive anything suddenly came crashing down? What if Finn finally reaches his breaking point with Steffy, and instead of fighting for their marriage, he decides to walk away? And what if the woman waiting on the other side of that decision isn't someone Steffy ever expected? Olivia. Yes, the shocking possibility we're exploring today could completely rewrite Finn and Steffy's future. Finn could make the ultimate romantic decision. Choose Olivia, leave his complicated history with Steffy behind, and then shock everyone with a proposal that nobody sees coming. And when Steffy discovers what Finn has done, her entire world could be shattered. But here's the question that makes this storyline even more explosive. Would Finn really be willing to give up Steffy forever? Or is Olivia simply the person who enters Finn's life at exactly the wrong, or perhaps the right moment? Today, we're diving deep into this dramatic, the bold, and the beautiful theory, breaking down how Finn could fall for Olivia, why Steffy might lose the man she thought she would spend forever with, and how one shocking proposal could trigger a massive chain reaction throughout the Forrester, Spencer, and Finnegan worlds. And remember, this is a speculative storyline and fan-style prediction, so think of it as a dramatic possible direction for the show rather than a confirmed spoiler. Now, let's get into it. Finn and Steffy reach their breaking point. For Finn and Steffy, love has never been simple. Their relationship has survived emotional chaos, family interference, painful secrets, betrayals, and moments when it seemed impossible for them to find their way back to each other. But every relationship has a breaking point. And perhaps the biggest danger for Finn and Steffy isn't another rival. It isn't another secret. It isn't even another family crisis. It could simply be exhaustion. Finn may eventually become tired of constantly having to prove where his heart belongs. He may feel like no matter what he does, another problem is waiting around the corner. And Steffy could feel exactly the same way. She could begin to wonder whether Finn truly understands what she needs from him. Instead of communicating, they start arguing. Instead of reassuring one another, they become defensive. Instead of looking toward the future, they're constantly dealing with the past. That's when Olivia could enter the picture. Not as someone Finn immediately plans to fall in love with. Not as someone who arrives with the obvious intention of stealing him away. But as someone who simply listens. And sometimes, that can be more dangerous than anything else. Olivia sees the side of Finn that Steffy misses. Imagine Finn having one of the worst days of his life. He's overwhelmed. He's frustrated. He's questioning his choices. And instead of confronting him, Olivia simply sits down and listens. She doesn't tell him what he should do. She doesn't demand that he choose sides. She doesn't bring up Steffy's mistakes. She just lets him talk. For Finn, that could feel surprisingly refreshing. He might begin looking forward to their conversations. At first, he tells himself it's harmless. They're friends. That's all. But then something changes. Finn starts thinking about Olivia when she's not around. He starts noticing little things about her. The way she understands him. The way she makes him laugh. The way he doesn't feel like he has to defend himself every time they talk. And suddenly, Finn finds himself facing a terrifying realization. He may be developing feelings for her. Steffy starts noticing the change. Steffy isn't naive. She knows Finn. She knows his expressions. She knows when he's hiding something. And eventually, she could notice that something about him has changed. Maybe Finn becomes more protective of his phone. Maybe he starts spending more time away from home. Maybe he becomes emotionally distant. And when Steffy asks him what's wrong, Finn gives her the answer that every spouse dreads. I'm fine. But Steffy knows he's not. She can feel it. There is distance between them. And the more she tries to close that distance, the further Finn seems to pull away. Steffy could begin asking herself whether there's another woman. But even then, she might refuse to believe it. Because Finn has always been the man she trusted to come back to her. The man she believed would choose their family. The man she thought could never truly walk away. That confidence could be exactly what makes the eventual revelation so devastating. Finn tries to fight his feelings. Finn may initially decide that whatever he feels for Olivia has to stop. He could tell himself that he's married. He has responsibilities. He has a history with Steffy. He can't simply throw everything away because another woman makes him feel understood. So he tries to create distance from Olivia. But distance doesn't necessarily make feelings disappear. Sometimes it makes them stronger. Finn starts realizing how much he misses her. He thinks about their conversations. He remembers how comfortable he felt around her. And then something happens that changes everything. Finn has another major argument with Steffy. This time, it isn't just about one disagreement. It's about everything. Every unresolved wound. Every accusation. Every moment when they failed to understand each other. Steffy tells Finn she can't keep living in uncertainty. Finn tells Steffy that he doesn't know whether he can keep doing this either. And then silence. The kind of silence that says more than an argument ever could. Finn walks away. But this time, he doesn't go back immediately. He goes to Olivia. Olivia becomes Finn's safe place. When Finn arrives at Olivia's door, she immediately knows something is wrong. She asks what happened. Finn doesn't answer at first. He just stands there. Finally, he admits that his relationship with Steffy may be over. Olivia is stunned. She doesn't celebrate. She doesn't immediately throw her arms around him. Instead, she asks Finn the question he may not want to answer. Are you sure? That question could change everything. Because Finn realizes that Olivia isn't asking because she wants to win. She's asking because she genuinely cares about him. And that could make his feelings for her even stronger. Finn finally admits that he's been fighting something he doesn't know how to control. His feelings for Olivia aren't disappearing. They're growing. And Olivia has a choice. She can tell him to go back to Steffy. Or she can admit that she has feelings for him too. And that's when Finn hears the words that completely change his life. I love you, Finn. The decision that changes everything. Finn knows there is no going back after this. If he chooses Olivia, he's not just choosing another woman. He's choosing to close the door on his life with Steffy. And that is a massive decision. Finn may spend the night thinking about it. He remembers the good times with Steffy, their family, their history, the moments when he promised he would never leave her. But he also remembers how unhappy he's become. And eventually Finn reaches a conclusion. Love isn't supposed to feel like an endless battle. He wants peace. He wants honesty. He wants a relationship where he feels heard. And in his mind, Olivia represents that future. So Finn makes the decision. He's choosing Olivia. Steffy still doesn't know. And this is where the emotional tension becomes unbearable. Steffy believes Finn simply needs time. She may even expect him to come home. She tells herself that this is another difficult chapter they'll eventually overcome. She could even begin preparing for a conversation where the two of them apologize and start rebuilding their relationship. But Finn has already made a different choice. He isn't coming back. Instead, he's preparing to tell Steffy that their marriage is over. And Steffy has absolutely no idea what's coming. The proposal. Now comes the moment that could send shockwaves through everyone. Finn takes Olivia somewhere meaningful. Maybe it's a quiet location away from Los Angeles. Maybe it's somewhere connected to the beginning of their relationship. The atmosphere is peaceful. Olivia senses that Finn wants to tell her something. She assumes he's going to talk about their future. But she doesn't expect what happens next. Finn reaches into his pocket. Olivia freezes. Then Finn gets down on one knee. Olivia, I know my past is complicated. He admits that choosing her means walking away from a life he once believed would last forever. He tells her he's terrified. But he also tells her something even more important. He's never been more certain about what he wants. Then, he opens the ring box. I don't want to spend another day pretending you're not the person I want beside me. Olivia, will you marry me? Olivia is speechless. And then she says yes. Steffy discovers the truth. But every the bold and the beautiful fan knows that happiness rarely lasts for long. Especially when Steffy Forrester is about to discover that the man she loves has proposed to another woman. How does she find out? That's the question. Maybe someone accidentally reveals it. Maybe Steffy sees the engagement ring. Maybe a photograph appears online. Or perhaps Finn decides that he owes Steffy the truth. Whatever happens, the moment will be brutal. Steffy looks at Finn. She sees the ring. And she realizes, this isn't a temporary separation. This isn't another argument. Finn has chosen someone else. Steffy may ask him whether it's true. Finn says yes. And that one word could destroy her. Because Steffy didn't just lose her husband. She lost the future she believed they were building together. Steffy refuses to break down. But here's the thing about Steffy. She may be devastated. She may be heartbroken. But she isn't weak. Instead of falling apart in front of Finn, Steffy could become incredibly calm. She could wipe away her tears, look directly into his eyes, and say something that Finn never expects, then go. Finn is stunned. Steffy tells him she won't beg him to stay. She won't compete with Olivia. And she won't allow herself to become the woman standing between Finn and the life he thinks he wants. But after Finn leaves, Steffy's emotions could finally explode. She could collapse into the arms of someone she trusts. Maybe family, maybe a close friend. And for the first time, she admits the truth. She doesn't know how to imagine her life without Finn. The Forresters go to war. Once the news reaches the Forrester family, the situation becomes explosive. Steffy's loved ones aren't going to sit quietly while she suffers. Someone is going to demand answers. Someone is going to confront Finn. And someone will almost certainly question Olivia's intentions. Was Olivia really innocent? Did she fall in love with Finn naturally? Or did she recognize an opportunity and take advantage of a vulnerable man? Those questions could become the center of a massive new storyline. And if Steffy's family decides Olivia deliberately targeted Finn, the feud could become ugly very quickly. Olivia realizes what she's walked into. At first, Olivia may believe the hardest part is over. Finn chose her. He proposed. She said yes. But now she has to live with the consequences. She is about to marry a man whose former wife is one of the most powerful and determined women in his world. And Steffy isn't going anywhere. Every time Olivia sees Finn with his family, she will be reminded that his past still exists. Every time Finn spends time with Steffy because of family responsibilities, Olivia could become nervous. And eventually, jealousy could creep into their relationship. Olivia might begin asking herself whether Finn truly left Steffy emotionally, or whether part of his heart is still with her. Finn begins to have doubts. This is where the storyline could take another major twist. Finn gets what he wanted. He has Olivia. He's engaged. He's supposed to be happy. But something isn't right. He begins seeing Steffy again through family situations. He watches her interact with the people they once shared a life with. And suddenly, memories return. The first time they met. Their wedding. Their promises. The difficult moments they survived. Finn starts wondering whether he made the biggest mistake of his life. He may love Olivia. But does that mean he stopped loving Steffy? Those are two very different questions. And Finn could discover that his heart isn't as simple as he believed. Steffy begins to rebuild her life. Meanwhile, Steffy refuses to remain stuck. She starts focusing on herself, her career, her family, her independence. She becomes stronger. And ironically, that could make Finn notice her even more. Because the woman he once took for granted is suddenly becoming someone he can't ignore. Steffy isn't chasing Finn anymore. She's not calling him. She's not asking him to come back. She's living her life. And Finn starts watching from a distance. He sees her smile. He sees her confidence. And he realizes something painful. He misses her. Then comes the second shock. Imagine Finn and Olivia preparing for their wedding. Everything appears perfect. The invitations are ready. The families are making plans. Olivia believes she finally has the future she dreamed about. Then Finn receives a message. It's from Steffy. Nothing romantic. Nothing inappropriate. Just a simple message about their family. Finn reads it. And suddenly, he's overwhelmed with emotion. Olivia notices. She asks what's wrong. Finn says nothing. But Olivia knows. She knows the look on his face. She knows exactly who he is thinking about. And for the first time, Olivia realizes that marrying Finn may not be as simple as she thought. Olivia confronts Finn. Eventually, Olivia has enough. She asks Finn whether he still loves Steffy. Finn tries to avoid the question. But Olivia refuses to let him. She tells him She can handle the truth. What she can't handle is marrying a man whose heart belongs somewhere else. Finn finally admits that he doesn't know what he feels. And those words could be devastating. Because Olivia has spent all this time believing that Finn chose her completely. Now she realizes he may have chosen her while still carrying feelings for Steffy. The engagement suddenly becomes unstable. Final thoughts. Finn choosing Olivia over Steffy would completely change the emotional landscape of the bold and the beautiful. For years, Finn and Steffy have been defined by their ability to survive. But sometimes survival isn't the same thing as happiness. Maybe Finn believes Olivia gives him the fresh start he desperately needs. Maybe Olivia really is the woman who understands him better. Or maybe Finn is simply running away from problems that he never learned how to solve. And that's what makes this potential storyline so fascinating. Because Finn's proposal to Olivia wouldn't just be a romantic moment. It would be a declaration. A declaration that he's ready to leave his old life behind. But the second he puts that ring on Olivia's finger, he creates a new problem. Steffy. And Steffy isn't going to disappear. She'll still be part of his life. They'll still have history. They'll still have family connections. And every time Finn sees her, he'll have to live with the consequences of his decision. Meanwhile, Olivia will have to wonder whether she really won Finn's heart or simply won a battle he wasn't ready to fight. And Steffy? Steffy may be shattered today, but tomorrow could be different. Because sometimes the woman who gets left behind becomes the woman who finally discovers her own power. Finn may think he's choosing his future, but his decision could actually determine the fate of everyone around him. So, now we want to hear from you. Do you think Finn should choose Olivia over Steffy? Would you want to see Finn and Olivia become the new power couple? Or do you believe Finn and Steffy are destined to find their way back to each other? And if Finn really proposed to Olivia, how do you think Steffy would react? Would she fight for Finn? Would she walk away? Or would she surprise everyone and start a completely new chapter? Drop your theory in the comments, because this love triangle could become one of the most explosive stories imaginable. If you enjoyed this The Bold and the Beautiful theory, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest soap opera theories, predictions, and dramatic storyline breakdowns. Because if Finn really chooses Olivia, Steffy's world may be shattered today, but the fallout could change all of their lives forever. Music rises, and remember, in Los Angeles, love doesn't always end with a happily ever after. Sometimes, the person you thought would choose you forever chooses someone else. And that's when the real story begins. What if the love story that fans thought could survive anything suddenly came crashing down? What if Finn finally reaches his breaking point with Steffy, and instead of fighting for their marriage, he decides to walk away? And what if the woman waiting on the other side of that decision isn't someone Steffy ever expected? Olivia. Yes, the shocking possibility we're exploring today could completely rewrite Finn and Steffy's future. Finn could make the ultimate romantic decision. Choose Olivia, leave his complicated history with Steffy behind, and then shock everyone with a proposal that nobody sees coming. And when Steffy discovers what Finn has done, her entire world could be shattered. But here's the question that makes this storyline even more explosive. Would Finn really be willing to give up Steffy forever? Or is Olivia simply the person who enters Finn's life at exactly the wrong, or perhaps the right moment? Today, we're diving deep into this dramatic, the bold, and the beautiful theory, breaking down how Finn could fall for Olivia, why Steffy might lose the man she thought she would spend forever with, and how one shocking proposal could trigger a massive chain reaction throughout the Forrester, Spencer, and Finnegan worlds. And remember, this is a speculative storyline and fan-style prediction, so think of it as a dramatic possible direction for the show rather than a confirmed spoiler. Now, let's get into it. Finn and Steffy reach their breaking point. For Finn and Steffy, love has never been simple. Their relationship has survived emotional chaos, family interference, painful secrets, betrayals, and moments when it seemed impossible for them to find their way back to each other. But every relationship has a breaking point. And perhaps the biggest danger for Finn and Steffy isn't another rival. It isn't another secret. It isn't even another family crisis. It could simply be exhaustion. Finn may eventually become tired of constantly having to prove where his heart belongs. He may feel like no matter what he does, another problem is waiting around the corner. And Steffy could feel exactly the same way. She could begin to wonder whether Finn truly understands what she needs from him. Instead of communicating, they start arguing. Instead of reassuring one another, they become defensive. Instead of looking toward the future, they're constantly dealing with the past. That's when Olivia could enter the picture. Not as someone Finn immediately plans to fall in love with. Not as someone who arrives with the obvious intention of stealing him away, but as someone who simply listens. And sometimes, that can be more dangerous than anything else. Olivia sees the side of Finn that Steffy misses. Imagine Finn having one of the worst days of his life. He's overwhelmed. He's frustrated.